Alright, good afternoon everybody. It's afternoon anyway here. I probably already put up a video this morning, but I met with the little club people that we belong to, and a guy bought an interesting product. It's been out for a while. It's Weld-Aid Lube Matic Combo Pack. That's the title on it. I'm going to go inside and I will do a review on this, a quick review. Now, he's had these for a couple of months, and it's kind of like I scratch my head and I wonder if it's something that I would benefit from by buying and owning, you know, for my MIG welder. It probably is. I'm just not totally sold on the whole thing yet. So let's go inside and I'll explain to you why I'm saying that. I'm going to show you some past pictures of the roller, you know, the roller mechanism on the inside of a MIG welder, and then I'm going to explain to you how the Weld-Aid Lube Matic Combo Pack works and see whether or not you'd be interested, and your comments. Maybe you own one, and you drop a comment below. Let me know how it's working for you. But the friend of mine in the club, he's, like I said, he's had it for between 2 and 3 months now. He says it works great. Let's go in, let me show you what it is, let me show you how it's set up, and let me make a couple of my comments on it, because I used his welder and it had it set up on there, and I left the door open so I could watch how the thing works and so forth. So here we go, let's switch over. Okay folks, so here I went ahead and I took a picture of the package to put up online. You can see where below it says maximum torch life, how this works. It comes off of the wire wheel. It goes through the red one, which just slides over the wire, and it's got aluminum clip on there. And then it goes through the dark gray one with the aluminum clip. Then it goes forward through your rollers, and then as you pull the trigger, you know, the wire feeds forward. Now, as the wire feeds, each one of these is designed to do something different. Not all MIG wires manufactured the same. We did a whole video on that where there's different quality control standards, and the wire is made out of different composite materials, and some of it is just not that good quality wire, but you can use it for DIY stuff, no big deal. Now, it's to prevent those wheels from getting dirty and all the debris that comes off, we'll call it dirty wire, okay? It's not going to be visible, but it's just, like I said, it's not that clean a wire. And so rather than it building up on your rollers and everything else, these two little sponges clean and lubricate. Now, the red one is your cleaner pad, and it's in the rear, and it scrubs the wire as the wire is being fed through. The one right in front of it, that's the dark one, is the lubricator pad. And what it does is it gives it a light lubrication. So supposedly, from what I read, it makes the sleeving on the inside of, you know, your hose, the longevity much greater, because, you know, it's not pushing all that junky debris up in through your line and, you know, to your torch. So, you know, it's a good concept. It's a good idea. I'm just not totally sold on it at the moment. So further research for me. Now, the friend of mine that's got it's been using it for months. I asked him some, you know, some questions about this, and he goes, well, don't you get all that buildup around the rollers? I said, no, but I think the reason why I don't is I always use high quality wire, whether it's made by Radnor or whether it's made by Lincoln, you know, or sometimes I use Hobart. It just depends. But these are wires that are manufactured to a much higher quality standard. The American Welding Society, you know, categorized them. Those brands, those manufacturers are in the top 5 percentile of, you know, high quality manufactured wire anyway. So maybe that's the reason why I don't have that issue at the moment. Maybe that's the reason why I'll procrastinate on, you know, getting something like this from my machine. Now, the other thing is, let's say, and I'll show you the ad in a little bit, that these run for about $11, $12, this combo kit. They then encourage you to buy their lubrication. So let me show you a picture and we'll go on with an explanation. Okay, so in this picture, you know, Weld-Aid, who makes, you know, those pads, also makes the lubricant. And it runs about $12, you know, for a small can. So now you're into this for about $25 if you buy the complete package deal, we'll say. Whereas a friend of mine goes, well, I didn't buy the lubricant. And I go, well, what do you use? He goes, I just give a shot of the WD-40, you know, into that gray pad every now and then. He goes, and I don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, because I don't know the chemical composition and I haven't read about it in the Weld-Aid, you know, lubricant, but all right. And he goes, you could probably get away with a drop or two of Marvel Miracle Oil. And I said, well, I don't know. Read about this stuff first before you start dumping all these products into those coarse, you know, sponges. I go, but in concept, this is a really good idea. I can see what they're saying, but I'm back to the same point. I mean, you know, for me, I use high quality wire. I don't have that problem at a time, but if you're using inexpensive wire, you're getting a lot of junk built up in and around your rollers, and you find yourself cleaning them a lot and stuff, this would probably be a very handy thing to have and to attach to your wire. I'll leave the links below. Let me show you the advertisement real quick and we'll conclude the video. Give me just a second. Okay, so here's the advertisement pretty much straight off Amazon, and I'll leave the links for everything below. If it's something you're interested in, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Like I said, it's a good concept, and maybe it'll save you some aggravation, and it will definitely extend, you know, your hose life and stuff like that, and all the things that it claims to do. But anyway, good idea, good concept. I don't own it, like I said. Jury's still out with me, like I told you. I'm just waiting for months to roll by and see how this product holds up. I asked him, how often are you supposed to change these pads? He doesn't know. He says, well, I'm just going to keep going with them until they quit working like they should. And he goes, then I'll know. But for now, they're working great. But I don't have a final comment on them. I just think it's an interesting concept. Wanted to share it with you. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. Keep following me. I will see you on the next video. Hit the notification bell. I got more coming out. Thank you. Bye-bye.